News at 7. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has presented official vehicles to directors in the Lagos State Public Service. The presentation is part of the government effort to increase productivity, motivate staff, and ensure that Lagosians get better service delivery in all areas. Speaking during the presentation at the State Secretariat at Lausa, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the occasion marked a significant milestone in the present administration's commitment to excellence and efficiency. Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Lagos State Head of Service, Bodiaguru, also said the presentation is in line with the state government's commitment to ensuring more efficiency. Secretary, Lagos State's Staff Housing and Loans Board, Abdul Rafiu Fashola, while responding on behalf of the directors, expressed appreciation and heartfelt gratitude to Governor Sanwo-Olu for the official vehicles. Fashola promised more dedication and better performance by all recipients of the vehicles. It will interest you to know that not all directors got vehicles, as those who received the official vehicles were the ones who won during the ballot organized by the Office of the Head of Service. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has approved the redeployment of some permanent secretaries in the state to new postings effective Monday, July 15. In a statement, the Head of Service Bodiaguru urged the affected permanent secretaries to prepare and leave a detailed handover note with the most senior officer of their previous MDAs. The affected permanent secretaries are Abiola Koshegbe, formerly at the Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, now redeployed to Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, while Sholabomi Shashore, formerly at the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, was deployed to Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement. Mrs. Ololade Aino, formerly Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, has been redeployed to the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development. Kehinde Gbajúmọ̀, formerly of Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development, now redeployed to the Cabinet Office. Also, Adeomi Ogunsanya, who was formerly Permanent Secretary, Cabinet Office, was redeployed to the Ministry of Home Affairs. The Head of Service noted that in addition to their new roles, the permanent secretaries have been assigned to oversee additional agencies until substantive permanent secretaries are appointed. Sheson Wundako, who is presently the permanent secretary, Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, is to oversee the Primary Healthcare District 4, while Abimbola Bowali, who is Permanent Secretary, Audit Service Commission, is to oversee the Primary Healthcare Board. As part of its effort to provide quality education in the state, the Lagos State Government has set aside Saturday, 20th July, for the conduct of the placement test by continuous assessment scores for primary 6 pupils in the state. In a statement signed by the Director, Lagos State Examinations Board, Adebayo Rusholu, the test will hold across the 6 education districts of the state. Rusholu enjoined authorities of public and approved private primary schools in the state to take note of the data and ensure that parents and guardians of their pupils are duly informed so that all eligible pupils can participate in the exercise. He assured stakeholders and parents that no child would be left unattended to, stressing that machinery has been set in motion to ensure the conduct of a seamless, hitch-free and successful exercise. Orushulu also called for the cooperation of parents, guardians and other stakeholders to make the exercise a huge success. The Lagos State Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, has called on the delegates of the year 2024 Clean Air Forum to come up with an appropriate policy framework that could help to address the persistent air pollution problem in the African continent. Wahab, who made the call when the organizers of the Clean Air Forum paid him a courtesy visit, noted that air pollution is a major environmental threat to the continent. He reaffirmed the state government's commitment to implementing policies that will address the issue of air pollution and other climate change problems that may have a direct effect on the health of the citizenry. While expressing concerns about the level of air pollution in the African region, the commissioner tasked the delegation to come up with appropriate solutions and policy frameworks that could help the continent tackle the problem of air pollution and its attendant effect on human health. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has congratulated literary giant and Nobel laureate Oluwole Soyinka on the occasion of his 90th birthday, describing him as a patriot and Nigeria's and Africa's pride. Soyinka, the recipient of the 1986 Nobel Prize in Literature and the first sub-Saharan Africa to be honored in that category, will clock 90 on Saturday, July 13. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a congratulatory message issued by his special advisor on media and publicity, Brega Koshile, said the playwright, poet, and essayist is worthy of all celebrations as a Nigerian advocate of good governance, voice of the voiceless, and one of Nigeria's biggest exports to the world. He said the Nobel laureate is a quintessential scholar and literary icon. He used his position and experience to contribute positively to literature, academics, and governance, not only in Nigeria and Africa, but globally. Governor Sanwo-Olu also praised the celebrant for his commitment to democratic government, commending the crucial role the playwrights played in the dark days of the military junta for the restoration of democratic governance in Nigeria in 1999. And that's it on the State News at 7. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Keep your valuables out of view of miscreant. You can follow us and like all the various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesuwa Joyoka. I'm Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Don't you think